get ready with me as someone who's irresponsible and I have no idea. I have depression, anxiety, or whatever. I just can't do life. I guess I'm just a lazy butt. Okay, it's not like you could see what changed. You know what? I want to confess here. I pretend like my life is okay. I pretend like everything's fine. I'm hiding the fact that I'm super behind in my college studies, that I don't do anything. I have a bunch of missing assignments. I lie about the fact that I am bad with financial responsibilities. Like, I have money, I earn some money. I recently lost a job, not because I did anything wrong, because the companies just can't pay me anymore, to the fact that they're losing their own money, whatever. I had money, from YouTube content, I had money from my job, and I all spent it on unnecessary stuff that do not help me anyhow, and I'm in debt already somehow. Either way, wait. I have commissions on my ASMR channel that I have not completed, and I yet it's not because I don't want to or I wanted to scam those people. It's just that every time I think about doing a commission, it has been so much time passed, and I feel so bad for the fact that I haven't filmed it. So I try avoiding it. I'm like, I'm gonna film next time. I'm gonna film next time, and it turns in a eternal turmoil. My next time, next time, next time. I'm gonna do this next time. Since I was like, I don't know, I would say 15, 14 years old, where I became like more aware. I know that I had like issues in my childhood and a bunch of stress and stuff like that. And school was stressful, and living in Russia is a depression, walking depression, okay? But the fact that it has been almost like, I would say 4 years, five years, and those 5 years I always wanted to change, and something things changed, like I became mentally healthier and more confident, but I still struggle with the same issues and same mistakes. And I'm not moving anywhere. It feels like I am, but I'm in reality stuck. And you know what? I've worked in McDonald's. I worked for a fueling company. I fueled planes. I tried many things, hobby-wise, my ASMR channel and everything. And I want to say this, out of this whole experience, I want to say one thing. I don't want to spend the rest of my life regretting the opportunities that I lost. And I don't want to spend the rest of my life overthinking every action I do, thinking I can do better, trying to imagine myself being in the position of the person that I see. I look at people all the time and I think, I wish I had their life. I wish I could do what they do. But only if I became better, only if I became more confident and not scared. Today I had an interesting dream. I'm gonna say this. I have a lot of dreams with deep meanings or symbols. And in that dream, it's kind of funny because I haven't played Baldur's Gate in a while, but I was with Lysel, okay? Not Lysel, sorry, with a Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3, and I haven't played this game in a while. I don't know why I dreamt about her. I didn't think about her. In that dream, she is like this hero who's supposed to save the world. And she has no fear factors, and she has all those powers to be able to complete the mission. So she gives me her mission. She's like, you got to do this mission. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why, but I'm doing it. I'm going to take all her powers to myself, and I'm going to fight this final scary boss. And that final scary boss turns out to, for some reason, capture me. And he's like, you're going to have only one weakness. This final boss looks like a flower, and inside that flower, there's an eye. Kind of reminds me of that Scavenger's Reign show I watched. I don't know why I suddenly started getting those images in my dreams, because I haven't thought about this show, I haven't thought about this game. Just randomly got this in my dream. And that flower with on one eye, it took me, grabbed me, and it's like, try fighting me, but you're gonna have to suffer with one weakness. It opens up my heart, and it puts, it's like, I don't know, claws, whatever. It's hands inside of my chest, and it puts like it puts its eye or seed, like in that show, if you watch Scavenger Rain, kind of reminds me of that situation. And it turns me into a weak, fearful person. And I just think it's random, but it makes so much sense, because the only thing that makes you weak, like with all your potential factors, is fear. Everything comes out of fear. Me postponing all the things I have to deal with, the stress factors, I avoid stress factors because my body is so, my nervous system is so tired with dealing with stress. Like, my whole life has been so stressful that I just, like, I live in this comfort, and I really don't want to get out, because my brain associates stress, even if it's a healthy one, like cleaning your room, doing your homework, it's good for you, but it's still stressful, okay? Like, avoiding it makes sense because it's hurting me. So I don't know how I'm getting there. I don't know what's gonna change and how is it gonna change. I'm not even gonna film the whole vlog video today. You know what? I thought I'm gonna do it right now, because I was like, it helps to have accountability. It helps to just have a certain journal to myself where I talk, but I never end up posting or editing those things. And I feel like maybe I'm just not quite there yet. Maybe I'm just not quite ready to go another level and make my content more professional, engaging, or interesting. So I'm gonna start with these small videos where I at least have some kind of progress process and I move little by little. You know, I tried making bigger steps. I am always looking at my potential. I am always looking at things I could have done or I am capable of doing. And, you know, with the ASMR channel, it's such a big opportunity opening up where I could film content and everything. And then as soon as I like, you know, it was always a hobby, but as soon as it became more of a job in a sense of like more people watching, more expectations, and I started getting not big money, but they were still money, you know, I started pulling away because it became my I mean subconsciously consciously I really want this to work out, you know, I want to keep doing what I do, but subconsciously I feel like I just have this immediate association with more responsibility coming in and more new things that I'll have to take care of. So I start pulling away because I already think that I'm not going to be able to do it because a lot of times in my life I failed and I didn't pull through and I gave up. Even though if I didn't give up, I would achieve what I wanted to achieve. So I'm not going to overwhelm myself. I'm just going to go with the flow. Thanks for watching this, I guess. Bye.